everyone. If you are new here, my name is Haley Jones, and if you are not new here, welcome back. It has been a very long time since I have sat down and talked to the camera and filmed a full-length YouTube video. I have just really been feeling like lately the Lord has laid on my heart to start talking to the camera more and start posting specifically to YouTube, and that is what we're doing. I really missed making my YouTube videos. I don't know why I ever stopped. I did do like a podcast 2024 or 2023, something like that. I don't really know exactly where this is going to take us. I really want to give you guys a kind of like behind the scenes into my life and get to know me more as an artist and just as a person. Today we're doing a Q&A, but I don't know what's to come, but I just feel like the Lord is wanting me to do it, and so here we are. It could be vlogs, concert vlogs, it could be behind the scenes. It's probably going to be a lot of talking and advice and Bible studies, and who knows what it's going to be. But today we're going to start it off with the Q&A. I thought that would be appropriate since I haven't been here in a long time and a lot has changed in my life. Thank you to everybody who sent in questions on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the things. I'm going to be shouting y'all out, and I have my questions here on my phone. We have about 18 questions to get to, so buckle up. Here we go. Question number 1. Kayla190 asks, what age did you start singing? And I started singing at age 15, kinda. Well, I found out I could sing at 15 because I was singing really loud in the shower one day, like opera style, and I didn't realize anyone could hear me, and my dad was down in the other room, in the living room, and he was like, hey, I didn't know you could sing, and I was like, you think I can sing? And that's literally where it started. Luna Lopez 243 asks, what piece of advice would you give to upcoming artists on how to enhance their music career? Ooh, that's a good question. Just off the top of my head, I would say be consistent. Being consistent is the number one best way to grow your socials, grow your streams, just grow everything, grow as an artist. That is consistency, showing up every day, posting a video. It doesn't matter what it is. If you are posting on social media, that was really just like the biggest part for me, was showing up every day, and no matter what, I knew I was going to post a video. As an artist yourself, first and foremost, especially if you're a Christian artist and you're a Christian, you're going to want to pray and ask the Lord, what is my message that you want me to even put out into the world? Before you ever start songwriting, ask God what the message is that He's put in you. What has He planned for you to put out into the world through music? Sing as much as you can, write as much as you can, and put it all in God's hands. Adam Doug asks, who is your favorite Christian singer? And if we're going with all time, probably it's a tie between Lauren Daigle and CeCe Winans. Love them both so much. Kayla Crowned with Grace asks, what first got you into music? So I grew up in a musical household. My whole dad's side of the family is very musical. My dad himself, I always grew up watching him play trumpet in church, and I was just always around that. So really it started in church, and then I would always go to concerts in Jacksonville, Florida, which is where I'm from, at the arena all the time as a kid, and I was always just so inspired. Every time I went to a concert, I would literally get emotional. I still to this day get emotional and cry when I go to concerts, and if you can relate to that, please let me know. But I just get so inspired, and I feel just every emotion, and it's just, that is what made me go, okay, I want to be a performer one day, I want to do music one day, was going to concerts. And I believe from a very young age, God put that little dream in my heart for a reason, which is so crazy looking back that like He put that in me at such a young age. I think my first concert was Hannah Montana, and I was in like the 3rd grade, and I remember thinking at that concert, this is what I want to do. I want to be just like her. So Paula C. Beltran, I don't know if I said your name right, says, do I consider myself a Christian? Jesus Christ is King. He is my Lord and Savior. I gave my life to Him. I surrendered my all to Him. I repented. I am a child of God. Yes, I'm a Christian. Yes. Taylor and Jonathan's TikTok shop asked, how did you and your hubby meet? So technically, me and my hubby met over Snapchat. We added each other because we had mutual friends. We started talking on Snapchat when I was like 17. At the time, he would have been like 20, 21. And he did not know I was 17 at the time. And then when he found out, like a month later, he completely stopped talking to me. And I didn't really think anything of it because we would just talk on Snapchat. Well, when I turned 19, 2 years later, I look down at my phone and I see that he had added me on everything. His name's Jared, by the way, if y'all did not know. And then I was like, wait, I remember this guy. So I added him back, and I actually Snapchatted him first at that point. And I said, what's up? And then we started talking for a few days, and then he asked me to go on a date. And the rest is history. Tina asked, what is your favorite song to perform? My favorite song to perform live at my concerts is Crazy Good. As of right now, Crazy Good is the most fun possible on stage. Like, seriously, you gotta be there. Come see me on tour. Celeste1971 asks, do I have children? I do not have children yet, but we are planning on having children eventually. Don't ask me when. I don't know when, but eventually. David asked, will I be releasing Milk and Honey? If you're confused on what is Milk and Honey, Milk and Honey was the very first Christian song I ever wrote. So basically back in 2023, like November or December of 2023, my manager texted me. This was right after I got signed to him, and he told me I needed to start writing music. And I had tried to write songs in the past, could not do it, but I was like, okay. So I sat at my piano, which is right back there, and I sat and I was like, Lord, if this is your will, if you really want me to be a Christian singer, like if this is your plan for my life, I'm gonna need you to give me that ability to write a song right now. And I'm not joking, he literally did it right then. I wrote a song, my very first Christian song, called Milk and Honey, in 5 minutes. And my dad is a hunter, he hunts deer. Literally, he had no idea I was writing that song. This is just a really cool thing I like to add in. He texted me that he had just killed a deer, because he's a hunter. He was taking it to the meat processor, and he said, I'm taking my deer to Milk and Honey Farms. What? Brooke asks, where is my next concert? Good question. My next concert, I believe, is in Maxville, Florida, and I would love for you guys to come out and see me. DJ Jesus Freak's mom asks, do you get stage fright when you're about to go on stage? Short answer, yes, absolutely, every single time. Long answer, I've gotten much better at this. I still definitely get anxiety. I shake the whole day prior and the day of. I pretty much can't eat like anything, or I'll feel like I'm gonna be sick. And I just get in this headspace where like I literally don't want to talk. This sounds so bad, but I promise it's literally just because I'm so locked in and I want to do such a good job. I get in this headspace where I don't want to talk to anyone. I want to be in my zone. I want to pray. I want to read my Bible. I want to just like lock in and tune everyone and everything out before I go on. But in the past, I've had full-on mental breakdowns. Like it's been bad in the past. I have gotten sick before I performed before. Ashley Elaine asks, what got me into music? I kind of answered this earlier, but I always, like I said, I grew up in church around music all the time. My family sang. They were all musical. I found out I could sing at 15. I started singing in chorus when I was a senior in high school. Started leading worship in our youth group. A few years later after that, I was posting online. I was doing TikTok full time. I was posting myself singing, and that's when my manager reached out, and I got signed to this manager doing Christian music, and that was how I got into it full time. But y'all let me know if you want me to give like a full testimony video of like a more in-depth part of my story, and we can definitely do that too. We can get more into it. Amber asked, what is my Starbucks order? This really depends on the season. I love anything with pumpkin cream cold foam, and I know they only do that during like the fall. I love a lot of the Christmas drinks, like the caramel brulee latte, I think that's what you call it. I don't know. I change it up. I like the brown sugar shaken espresso. Dave asked, how old was I when I got saved? I was in 8th grade, so I think I would have been 13 or 14. But I know where I was at. My school, I went to a Christian school, and we had a chapel service, and I remember going down to the altar and dedicating my life to Jesus in 8th grade. Danya asked, what is my favorite food? Oh, that's such a hard one. I love food. Sushi. If I had to pick, probably sushi. Sarah asked, what is my favorite Bible verse? And I actually have it right back there. It's Jeremiah 29:11, which says, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to help you. No, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I I got nervous in front of the camera. I forgot it. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Yes. Lisa asks, how many original songs have I written? Ugh. Without the list in front of me, I don't know the exact number, but I know it's like in the 30s of unreleased songs that I have not put out. So not like a crazy amount, but I mean, I guess that's kind of a lot. I only started writing in 2023, so 30 something. All right, our last question is a great one to sum it all up. And Cheyenne asks, where do I see myself in 5 years? Now, I love this question, but it's also hard to answer because we can plan our plans all day long, but ultimately God is the one who makes those plans, like Jeremiah 29:11 says. So if it were up to me and it was a perfect world, in 5 years, I would have a record deal. I would have played in the Jacksonville Veterans Memorial Arena, because that's the one I always grew up going to. I will have moved to Nashville. It's one of my big goals that I really want to happen. I'll have a child, hopefully a child by then. Gosh, I don't know. I'll have songs playing on K-Love. I listen to K-Love every day in the car. So that'll be really cool. I don't know. Ultimately, I just want to be doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Whether that's on a bigger scale or not, I genuinely am so happy in life and fulfilled in what I'm doing. And I'm so grateful to God that, like, this is what I get to do for a job. I fully understand it is such a blessing. It's such a privilege that not everyone gets to do. And, you know, even when it gets hard, I have to remind myself, like, I'm so grateful that I'm having a hard day doing something that I always prayed for. So that's how I try to look at it, and that's how I'm going to try to keep looking at it and keeping my eyes on the Lord. And if He wants to grant those things, it would make my heart very happy. But if He doesn't, I'm sure He's got something even better planned. So thank y'all for sending in all of those questions. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like this video and subscribe and comment below what other types of videos you guys want to see from me. If you're not already, please be following me on my TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I'm going to link all of those below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.